Mason Boudreaux, company is Septic Contractors. I'm the CEO here. I have my hands a little bit in everything, oversee, kind of steer the ship in the right direction. We're kind of like the premier sanitation company in southeast Louisiana. We did try Sandbags for the first few jobs. We had to make them ourselves, so we had to get like a load of sand and scoop it with shovels into the bags. And me and my general manager actually did that ourselves for the first job. And we were like, man, screw this. We need to get the mess made in the truck. I had noticed on the Sonco website from like the first order, those weighted bases, and I was always interested, but like I think we did the first 2 or 3 jobs without them. It was really it's like inconvenient. I think right after that job, I made the order for the weighted bases. It was a little bit more expensive, obviously, than the Sandbags, but it was definitely worth it, especially for like storage purposes. You know, it came out on a pallet, especially like the loading and unloading at the yards, because like we could load up entire pallet with the forklift. You know, they're all stacked, and so we could just put it right on the trailer or right in the back of a truck and take off. Once we're offloading, it just makes it a lot easier, because it's a lot easier to handle, a lot easier to like kind of assembly line it with like the way it's designed and the way they stack up and kind of store it. Whereas like the Sandbags, you know, you kind of throw it all in the back of a trailer or in the back of a truck, and it's just messier. It's not as clean. So lifespan wise, though, they do last a long time. And so the first order we ordered was the rectangles. Since then, we've pretty much only gotten the sandbag replacement squares. Those rectangles were probably 1.5 to 2 years old, the ones that are broke. That was only like I said, like 3 or 4 of 350, and they've been used for, well over a year at that point. So every time we use it, you lose, a bag or 2 at least. We can add weights on both sides. You can stack them. The squares, sandbag replacements gives a little more flexibility, especially like with a screening, when we have like screens on a job, because we have some fencing up at an airport near like a helicopter landing, and it has screen. I think we have like four stacks of the sandbag replacements on each side, so it stays up. And the sandbags kind of get clunky, and they don't look good once you start stacking them up. Customers usually have issues like with either the way they look or honestly a tripping hazard, stuff like that with the sandbags. So stacking up the sandbag replacements were the weighted bases were easier, and definitely it looks a lot cleaner. We've been very satisfied with them. I mean, we don't have really any complaints. Durability is great, functionality is great, the actual use, it does a good job. And then on top of that, it's just more pleasing for the customer to look at, and it's less of a liability. So we actually need to make another order.